5 things you need to know if you're a beginner in SARMS, you guys. I've had a lot of you guys reach out to me. Keep reaching out to me on my Instagram. Give me 3 to 5 days to respond back to it, you guys. I'm very, very, very busy, and so I apologize if I don't respond to it in a timely manner. I'm also setting up a Reddit community, so if you do post your questions in there, other people have the opportunity to answer that. Or I'll, it's just a good place for me to organize all the questions and stuff that I'm getting. So this has been a requested video to you guys. 5 things you should know before you get into SARMS. The first thing you should learn about are supplements. The second thing you should learn about, or you should know, you should have, is the mindset. Third thing, this is dangerous. These are research chemicals. This is dangerous for your body, potentially. Fourth thing, suppression. Fifth, PCT. The way I'm going to do this video, you guys, is I'm just going to go off the head. I'm going to briefly discuss all 5 of these things in a timely manner, and I'll actually make separate videos on all 5 of these different subjects because they all deserve a decent amount of time to really, dive into. So these 5 things, in my personal opinion, are the most important things before you jump into SARMS. And the reason why I'm saying this is because now, after my first cycle, I'm gearing up, getting ready for my second cycle. I can see the power as well as the danger behind these things. They're not as strong as steroids, but they work. So the first thing, supplements, you guys. You have got to protect your body. I've came up with this, that I don't think that in life that there are rarely any shortcuts in life. If anything, it's compromises and sacrifices. That's what you have. I don't think there's ever any shortcuts. You're more than likely giving up something in order to receive some benefit. And in this case, when it comes to our PEDs and shit like that, you guys, you're potentially sacrificing your health. With steroids, you're potentially sacrificing the size of your balls. You're potentially getting roid rage. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Suppression. And so with supplements, these are going to help protect you and mitigate those potential downfalls and potential health hazards that these SARMs are going to give to you. Ostarine, for instance, it's debatable online. You're seeing people say, oh, it's not toxic to your liver. Oh, it is toxic to your liver. It doesn't fucking matter. What matters is that there's a potential that is potentially dangerous to your liver. So you need to get some shit to protect your liver, right? This goes for every one of these things, right? Whatever these SARMs, which is Ostarine, RAD, fucking LGD, whatever these things do to your body to give you the mass, to give you the gain or whatever, that means it's kind of taking something away from your body, right? So you need to make sure that you're able to replace that. So you need to think about the supplements you're going to be taking. 2, the mindset behind this. Why are you doing this? How long are you going to be doing SARMs for? How long are you going to be doing fitness for? What's your overall trajectory of just fitness in general, you guys? My mindset behind, and the reason why I did my SARMs, is because of a couple things. One, this is a lifestyle. I plan on never fall. I'll have my moments where I'll gain some weight. Like right now, I've been binging just junk food that I want to eat for the past 2-3 weeks, and I can afford to do that because I feel like I put myself in such a good stage of my body, and I have a solid routine of exercising damn near daily, that I can afford to do things like that. But I'm active. This is a lifestyle. I'll do this for the rest of my life, you guys. I don't ever plan on stop exercising in any kind of way, shape, or form. And so, what are you doing it for? Are you just doing it for your mid-20s, your early 20s, and then by the time you're 30, you're gonna slack off? Is that worth sacrificing your fucking liver, your body for? That's just my personal opinion. If I'm gonna take this shit, and another reason why I'm taking it is because I'm approaching my I'm in my late 20s, you guys. I'm 27 right now. I'm about to be 28 next year, 29, then 30. I'll hit the 30. And so I wanted to get the body now in my 20s. I had it in my early 20s, lost it in my mid 20s, and now I'm getting back to it. I want to look good while I'm in my 20s. And so that's something that you can do. If you feel like you want to look really, really good, whatever age you're at, this is definitely a way to do it, and your diet. Get your diet in check, you guys. Get your diet in fucking check. I'll go into that into another video though. 3, this shit is dangerous. The third thing you need to know about SARMs before you take it as a beginner is it's dangerous. It's dangerous. The reason why I say it's dangerous is because it's always about how you are with your body. How are you with your control? This shit can, if you take too much of the dosage, you're gonna start seeing some bad side effects, and this could affect your personal life. I've seen online posts of some people getting very extremely depressed on this shit because they were suppressed. I heard people talk about getting angry, ruining relationships, pushing people that they're close to because of the mental stuff this stuff does to them. I mean, what about you? You might gain a lot of weight if your diet, you know what I mean? Like, there's always the possibility for something to go wrong rather than the intended result. Now, what I mean by that, an example of this is like shrooms or acid, for instance. These things are supposed to, everyone hears about, oh, you're supposed to have a good trip and shit like that. You're supposed to, just have a explosion of introspective fucking like existential enlightenment and some shit like that. You know what I mean? Not kill somebody. You guys hear stories of people on LSD. They had a bad trip on shrooms and they kill somebody, or they kill themselves, something like that. That's not what's supposed to happen with it. There's a possibility that something bad could happen off of this shit. That wasn't the intention. The majority of people do not experience some of the worst side effects of this shit, but you need to know that it is a potential possibility, and so you have to input that into your equation before you jump into this shit. 4, suppression. Suppression is real. It takes a lot of testosterone to build this muscle and shit like that, you guys. Most of these SARMs are going to suppress your testosterone levels. And the reason why they're different than steroids is because they don't use your endocrine system, or whatever. It uses different chemicals in order to build the muscles, different peptides and shit like that. So it's going to suppress your natural production of testosterone. So you need to, prepare for that. You need to prepare. You need to be aware that this is a potential. This is a possibility that something that can happen to you. Now, some of the causes or some of the effects of suppression, I think you should look that up as well, and I'll make a separate video on that. Last but not least is PCT. You need to decide if you're going to do a PCT. What is a PCT? Post-cycle testosterone treatment, you guys. Post-cycle testosterone replacement. Testosterone, TRT, testosterone replacement therapy, whatever you guys want to say, you guys. That is something that you need to know about. What are the different options you have for PCT? What are you going to take? What do you potentially want to take? Now, me personally, I did a bit of a research, and I personally took enclomiphene because, I mean, there weren't like almost zero negative side effects. All the other shit, like clomiphene and Nalvarex and all this other shit, you guys, like, it had terrible, like, what the fuck, like a eye floater, a permanent eye floater? Hell no. Potential gyno? Fuck no. You know what I mean? These are things I wanted to avoid, and so I did research and I came across enclomiphene. Now, are you going to take this on cycle as opposed to not taking it on cycle? Are you going to, once you get off cycle, are you still going to PCT? How long are you going to do it for? These are things you need to have the answer to. I can tell you what I did, but once again, I'm me and you're you. Now, what that means is that what happens for me isn't going to have the same results for you guys. So many people online are raving, talking about how great Ostarine is and was and shit like that. To me, I hated it. I absolutely hated Ostarine. I feel like it definitely, I mean, it works better than just being natural, but it made me feel sick. You know, I didn't like it. I felt disgusting every time I took it. You know what I mean? Compared to Rad 140, I feel like me and Rad 140 were meant to be. And that's all I'm going to be. Next cycle, that's what I'm going to be taking. I'm going to be taking the Rad. And I loved what Rad did for me. You know, and you might be the same. Rad may not do anything for you, and Ostarine might be good for you. But that's just an example right there, you guys. It's like, this shit, it's going to affect everyone differently. And that's something you got to be aware of. So, you know, are you going to need to take a PCT? Maybe, maybe not. You need to decide on whether or not that's something you should do. So those are the 5 things that you should know before you take SARMs, you guys. Let me know if you have any questions. Feel free to message me on Instagram at the Duke of Hanover, and also look on Discord or Reddit, and you can find a community. You can post some things there. I'll try to get on there and start posting some shit, but you know, we'll see how that goes. But anyways, It's your brother Trey Manor. I'm out. I'll see you guys in another video.